Alright, so this video is for anyone who wants to emulate the high testosterone look. I'll share with you 3 muscle groups to focus on, and you probably never trained them. Training those 3 muscle groups will make you look more like a man, and if we ain't lying to ourselves, both of us, you and me, would love that. I'll make this video short and practical, starting off with the first muscle group, which is your neck muscles. Now, your neck, I mean, you can see my neck right now, is one of your most visible muscles. If I was to grow my neck by only 1 inch, you would see it instantly. And on top of that, your neck grows quickly. This means that if you were to start training neck right now, in the span of a month, you could see amazing progress because you never trained your neck before. And if you were to see in the streets a guy with a thicker neck, you would instantly respect him more. You would see him as more dominant because of his neck. And that thick neck would also be more attractive to girls than a skinny neck. Getting a bigger neck will also make you look so much stronger. I mean, you can see it from Photoshop pictures of guys with a small neck and a thick neck, and the ones with a thick neck just give off a completely different vibe. To train your neck, it's actually pretty simple. You only need to do 2 different exercises. Now, those 2 different exercises are neck curls, which you basically do by laying on bench and then simply doing curls with your neck, and you overload it by adding more and more weight onto your head. And the second exercise I usually do is what I call neck hold with a band. And those neck holds are basically you trying to force the back of your neck by putting a band on your head and walking backwards. Now, it may sound crazy and it's definitely gonna look weird, so if you can, try to do it at home. But if you don't want to do this exercise, you can also do neck extension, which is basically the opposite of neck curls. Now, personally, I don't really like neck extensions, so that's why I do neck holds instead. The second muscle groups are your traps. Now, your traps, just like your neck, are pretty visible. If I was to grow my traps, I mean, you would see my shirt just kind of get lifted upwards. And people with bigger traps look so much stronger. I mean, if someone was to look at you, maybe you're shirtless or not, and they see that you have big traps, they're instantly gonna associate big traps with being jacked. Even if you're not jacked, but you've got big traps, people will think that you're jacked. And looking jacked, having big traps, will get you more respect. That's how simple humans are. Now, training your traps is even more simple than training your neck. All I do for my traps is shrugs. Pick up some weight and you start shrugging. That simple. The third muscle group that you need to focus on is your shoulders. Now, your shoulders will make you look so much wider because your lateral delts are the ones that are gonna kind of push your physique wider. And that wideness, if it's combined with a skinnier waist, is gonna build off a V taper. That's extremely attractive, and it also makes you look dominant. On top of that, your shoulders will help you fill in your t-shirts. Because if you didn't know already, your shoulders are one of the biggest upper body muscles. They're bigger than your chest. This means that if you were to grow out your shoulders, instantly you would fill up your shirt. And on top of that, you fill up your shirt to the best places because your shoulders are one of the most attractive muscle groups. So if you're wearing a tight t-shirt like I am right now, people will see your delts and they're gonna see you as more dominant, stronger, more attractive, and they're gonna respect you more. And now if you're not wearing a t-shirt, having broad shoulders is one of the best assets you could have on your physique. But training your shoulders is a little bit more complicated than training your neck and your traps because your shoulders have 3 different heads. There's the front delt, the side delt, and the rear delt. Now, to train the front delt, what I usually love doing is doing any type of shoulder press. But if you don't really like doing shoulder press, you can do front raises. It also works. For my side delts, what I really love doing is lateral raises. And I believe lateral raises is the only exercise you need to grow your side delts. Because I've been only doing lateral raises for 2 years now to grow my side delts, and they have grown so much. And now your rear delts, to grow them, what I always do is some type of face pulls. But my brother doesn't like doing face pulls, so what he does rear delt flies, which also works fine. And to train those 3 different muscle groups, I'm talking about your neck, your traps, and your shoulders, I adjusted my workout split. So now I have a full day dedicated to shoulders, traps, and neck. And if you want access to my split, that's gonna be the 3rd link in the description. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you'd be interested in one-to-one coaching with me, where we basically hop on calls and do fun shit together, that's gonna be the 1st link in the description. And if you'd be interested in watching me and my little bros just next door work out together, we got this channel called Anabolic Monkeys, where we basically post most of our workouts on there. So if you're interested in that, that's gonna be the 2nd link in the description. I'll see you guys next one. Mwah!